everyone, welcome to another episode of Crash Cinnamon. It's been an interesting couple of weeks where I've been trying out different things, especially actually for the benefit of my child. If you don't know, I have a 16-month-old child, and I'm relearning the earth or the world through her eyes. I took her to the zoo this weekend, and it was just fascinating to see her see animals that I take for granted. Some of them actually I grew up seeing, or they were just in our backyard. Yes, and I will say that because some of it was like that. So it was really good to see how she reacted when she saw the giraffe and everything. And it made me think, now I'm in my mid-30s, and there's so many things that I am relearning or unlearning, because I realize it's all a lie, or it's fallacy, or it's just a made-up philosophy that I don't know. It looked good on Pinterest, or the days we had MySpace would create our own things, So I've actually thought about things that I am totally doing away with, or I've already started, and I've come up with a list, and I just wanted to share with you and possibly get your minds thinking, or create a discussion around also what are the things you are no longer doing, or you've realized actually it's not true, or it's not a thing you should be following in the space or the season of your life you're in. So the first thing I have actually stopped saying and stopped following is the phrase follow your heart. I mean, if you watch movies, it's everywhere. If you talk to anyone, it's like they always tell you, if you have a decision to make, follow your heart. Well, when you think about it, it sounds amazing. It feels like you're being intuitive in your decision making. But let's actually look at that whole scenario. Why would you trust your heart? And I mean, you've been a human long enough to understand that your heart's desires change daily. I mean, today you want carrot cake, tomorrow you want chocolate cake. Your heart is very deceitful. I mean, depending on the emotions, the environment you're in, it can lead you to destruction, definitely. And yeah, I'm not saying it's always bad, but truthfully, to rely on the heart's decisions, the desires of the heart, is wrong. So what is better? I think what is better is actually to have informed decisions made from what is actually happening, the truth. For example, I mean, if you have 7 pounds, there's no way you're buying this 32-pound shoe. It's that, whether the desires of your heart tell you look amazing, this is what you need for this event. The truth of the matter, you have 7 pounds, and that's it, and actually, if you spend the 7 pounds, then you won't be able to meet a bill or sort out something that was a $5 or something like that. Yeah. So it's as simple as that. Don't follow your heart. In fact, research, be truthful with yourself, and just be realistic with what is actually happening, and then make an informed decision. Yeah. And there's no rush, unless it's a life or death decision that you have to make. But this issue about following your heart on a job, no. I mean, let's be practical. What's the cost of living of this place you're going to work in? Is there everything that you need in terms of community, place of worship, amenities? Is that place where you're safe? Is it a racist area? Those are the kind of things you need to be thinking, leave alone following your heart, okay? So, second thing is, I have stopped, because I have this habit, and I think it's just because I'm an only girl, so I've always had to do everything, absolutely everything, and sometimes even when help is offered, I just don't take it, which is stupid, because when you have help, you achieve the thing that you want to do. quicker. So that means you're saving time, energy. I don't know where I got this idea that, to look amazing and all this, you have to do everything by yourself. And I know sometimes I had to. There was no other option. But if help is now offered, I'm the first one. Like when my parents come to visit me, help me with the child, they're like, "Can I wash this for you?" I'm like, "Yep. This is the way. Can I do this?" "Yes, please. Feel free." Because this is the time to also save on your energy, and do some other things. So please accept help and ask for help as well. Saves you a lot of tears, time, and money. Time is money, so it saves you. Another thing that I picked up upon, and I've spoken about it, is about financial stability or financial awareness. Actually, let me call it that. Be very aware of your finances. For example, if you're not paid today, how are you going to pay your rent for the next 2 months, your bills, all the other commitments you have to meet financially? How much have you saved up? Actually, it says you're supposed to save up for at least 3 to 6 months of expensive. It's not easy. I mean, are you joking? In the amount of money we earn these days, it's not possible to do that. However, there's a ways around it. You can actually try and save up. You can try and put money aside. You should have an emergency fund. You should totally have an emergency fund. I mean, you're in your late 30s walking about this beautiful earth. You should have an emergency fund. Should have an emergency fund. Also, very important, insurance, life cover. I've talked about it before. You should have that. And for the countries that do not have our beautiful NHS, figure out, health insurance. It's very, I don't know how I can say, it's very important. As you know, nobody plans to get sick. Nobody plans to have an accident. Nobody plans to have a life-changing ailment. So it's for the future. And yes, health cover, life cover is not a waste of time. It isn't at all. It's not a waste of money. It's not a waste of resources. So get yourself a good cover. There's lots out there actually. And if you have children, include them in the cover, please do that. It's very important to do that. The other thing I've decided, and I am continuing when I decided, is actually it's okay to prioritize sleep. It is. I used to be those people be like, I can have a power nap and then I'll be good. But now I have to prioritize sleep with having a family, running the podcast, having side businesses, work as well. You have to prioritize sleep, because if you're not well rested, you're not of any use to anyone, including yourself, and you'll be at your lowest, and that's where you're actually prone to make the wrong decisions because you're tired. So prioritize sleep. That's not to say that you should sleep the whole weekend. No, I'm just saying prioritize sleep, and sleep where you're resting, not thinking things, not worrying about washing and all this kind of thing. No, where you actually get rest. And if you need to switch off your phone, you need to get off the social media. If you need to move, if you're blessed enough to have a house that has many rooms, sleep in another room. Maybe that's what it helps you. Or if you make sure you change your sheets, make yourself as comfortable as possible, but get that rest. It's that simple. And in that, actually finish what you need to finish, so that when you need to take that rest, you're not worried about all these other things. So please, let's look after ourselves. We are the only resource we have, so look after yourself, get some rest. And in line with what I said before, if you have help, people can come help you with so many things, and then you have time to rest. Please take it. One of the other things I have actually continued to pursue is wholesome friendships that especially in adult life, we think, oh, we're okay, we don't have to make friends anymore. Actually, it's the best time to make friends, to get to know different people. People always sharpen you. Iron sharpens iron. So if you're, I'm not saying you ditch your old friends, I'm just saying always reevaluate and just feel, okay, if there's a gap in your life, you always feel it, don't you? Yeah, there's a gap in your skills, you go upskill. So in terms of friendship, it's not because they're feeling a gap. No, it's about opening yourself to other people, getting to just experience life. Yeah. And you can never have too many friends. I'm not saying everybody should be very close to you. No, I'm not. I'm just saying get to know different people from different cultures, different backgrounds. Just understand yourself as a human being in another setting. Okay. You also know yourself. I know there's the introvert, extrovert whole scenario. However, I'm just saying it's good to be open to new possibilities, to new friendships, to new relationships. Just be open. And yeah, just be open. And your boundaries. We've already spoken about boundaries, so you'll be okay. We've already talked about not following your heart. So when you make informed decisions, the right kind of friendships and relationships you will form it. And if actually think about it this way: when you were in high school, or for example if you're in university, you never really overthought so many things about how this friendship should be, and you let things happen organically. So should be in your adulthood. So that should be in your adulthood as well. Let things happen organically and don't stress about it. And talking of stress, yeah, take care of yourselves. People, I've lost so many friends to lots of weird diseases, things that shouldn't kill you. They're battling different things. They're going for therapy. They're going, they're in medication, or there are some in addicts even for prescribed drugs. It's that serious, and it's because we're just not dealing with what needs to be dealt at hand. So basically, don't bottle things up. If things need to be sorted, be honest. Communicate to the person you need to iron things out with. If it's your boss, if it's your partner, if it's your relative. I mean, nobody's worth that kind of stress. Don't kill yourself early. When you have a lot to live for, honestly. So yeah, those are the things I've been reflecting on. And another thing, enjoy the nature and what's around us. Be outside. Don't always be indoors. And I'm not saying activities. Take walks. Go to different places. Try and see the world. Especially now with COVID. There's no international travel as such. Get to know the local area, get to understand what's there. There's lots of gardens, there's lots of things around you that you've not explored. Explore. Be that person. Be curious. Yeah. So thank you for listening to this episode of Crash Cinnamon, and I will see you on the next one. Thank you. Bye.